So, you just purchased a Nintendo Switch. You either got one at launch or on Black Friday because of the holiday hype, or a loved one, mommy and daddy, bought you one for Christmas. The biggest question I have received is, what micro SD card is the best to purchase? I am here to help you with that. But first, while you might still have some old 32, 64, and 128 megabyte cards with your first smartphone back in 2015, you might as well just forget about it. As for 2 gig, 4 gig, and 8 gigabytes, I only recommend this format if you don't plan on getting digital games and plan on not purchasing any games that say requires micro SD card. For example, WWE 2K18 has a 24 gigabyte download. LA Noire requires at least 29 gigabytes, rendering any cards under 32 gigabytes useless. And also, NBA 2K18 takes 23 gigabytes on a micro SD card and 3 gigabytes on internal storage. Now, if you're buying games like Breath of the Wild digitally, it's going to require 13.4 gigabytes, but only 433 megabytes if you purchase a physical copy. So, purchasing the actual cartridge put in the slot right here is actually highly recommended because it's going to take up a lot less space. However, if you're the type that doesn't like to switch between games or pop your system out to put a cartridge in, say you're docking and streaming, then I get it. Digital games are perfectly fine. Hopefully in 2018, companies will either learn to compress their games better, or they might charge a premium to allow the full game to fit on a cartridge, which would be a shady business practice, much like the in-app purchases or the loot box system in a lot of digital games these days. But since the Nintendo Switch maxes out at about 420 gigabytes of storage between internal and a 400 gigabyte micro SD card, give or take about 5 gigs, it might be welcomed, unlike a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, where physical makes almost zero sense since you have to install the full game on your system and you can hook up external storage up to, at the time of this video, 8 terabytes. I would say at minimum, if you are a physical game buyer and do not pick up the 3 games I mentioned above, or any other games in the future requiring ridiculous space, 32 gigabytes should be okay for general use. Keep in mind there are currently no cloud saves available for the Nintendo Switch, so unlike PlayStation and Sony, how if you have their subscriptions, you're able to back up your save games, and hopefully in 2018, when the Nintendo Online services come out, you're going to see that. Games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 do require 2.3 gigabytes of space with a physical copy. Splatoon 2 only requires 530 megabytes. Lego City Undercover 482 megabytes. ARMS 473 megabytes. Breath of the Wild, which we talked about earlier, 433 megabytes. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle 105 megabytes. Super Mario Odyssey 101 megabytes with a physical copy. Fire Emblem Warriors 85.9 megabytes. The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, 48.8 megabytes. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 33.2 megabytes. Puyo Puyo Tetris, 32.8 megabytes. Disgaea 5 Complete, 32.5 megabytes. Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers, 25.9 megabytes. And Pokken Tournament DX uses the lowest internal storage for a physical copy at 23.6 megabytes. So other storage capacity of other digital games, if you're interested, if you have, say, digital games, NBA Playgrounds 9.6 gigabytes, I Am Setsuna 1.3 gigabytes if you don't plan on purchasing a imported version, Has Been Heroes 1.2 gigabytes for a full digital download, so this one might not be worth buying physical. Double Dragon 4 requires 1 gigabyte, Namco Museum 915 megabytes, Namco Museum Pac-Man vs. Free Multiplayer 794 megabytes, and Project Octopath Traveler Demo 687 megabytes, but the most effective digital game in the store because of the 8-bit gameplay, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove at 186 megabytes. So this shows that even if a game is digital, especially in the case of Shovel Knight, it won't obliterate your storage even if you plan on only using a 32 gigabyte card. I think the sweet spot is 32 to 64 gigabytes for a physical user, but at least 128 gigabytes if you plan on supporting games with huge downloads, even physically, and if you're a power user planning on getting all your games digitally, or buying at least half the games out there, like myself included, that already has about 15 physical games, then you probably want to splurge for 256 to a 400 gigabyte micro SD card if you're anything like me and don't want to delete your games, but don't want to sit there every time, download, reinstall a game, download, reinstall a game. Nobody likes that. Nintendo. I don't think customers would mind paying an extra $10 if we could get the entire game on a cartridge. That way, if the next Nintendo Switch system comes out in 5 to 6 years, make existing games obsolete, we could still play said game. I'm a huge fan of the cartridge system because it does future-proof existing systems, unlike the UMD format of the PlayStation Portable, which is completely not supported, or because the PlayStation 3 used older architecture and Sony wants to try and force a subscription cloud service. I'm actually a fan of Microsoft for trying to get the Xbox 360 users to play all their games on the Xbox One. Like, for example, the original Call of Duty Black Ops, a really popular game. This also includes, say, Soul Calibur 4, Tekken 6, any game like that that was not released on the Xbox One. It means that it'll support your old games, and you don't have to worry about buying a whole separate purchase. Like, for example, the Final Fantasy 12 remaster, the upcoming Final Fantasy 7 remaster, and whatever games they decide to throw out. This wraps up the video. If you want to see more like this, I urge you all to subscribe, hit the bell, check out my playlist. Thank you, and have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!